everybody. I thought I would spend this morning with you guys. First thing in the morning, I try to get a little exercise in, and then I go around the house. Everybody's still quiet, and I start turning on all the little quiet lights, the little smelly things around the house, start putting little wax melts here and there, and just turn on the real soft lights so that when people wake up, it's really inviting. I like to open the shades and let the light in, put my face on, get myself together. And I rather like this time, and I get to play with all the colors and put myself together, and I don't really feel put together until I have got myself ready, and then I feel like I'm ready to meet the day. I also don't feel like I'm quite ready until I do my reading, and here I'm doing my Bible reading, and sometimes I just got to stick that in later in the day, but I'd really rather have it first thing in the morning. It really helps me get my mindset straight. Feed the fish. I really like looking at them. They're so sweet. Time to make a smoothie here. I am going to be making this for me and hubby. It's not just for me, that's an awful lot. So I'm putting 2 scoops of this protein powder and cinnamon. I've got half a cup of this non-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt for each of us. This immune defense, this is really, actually adds a nice little raspberry tartness. And then also power beets, a scoop of that for each of us. And then on top of that, I have a cup of raspberries each and a banana each in here. And 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk in there, 1 per each of us. And then some ice water, and I'm going to blend that all up. Okay, so I had to get gas. I'm on my way to the bank, and I made a YouTube video this morning. I had to edit one for the Cat on Point channel, and I'm also going to be looking for like some sort of a shelving unit to keep my pans on near the kitchen, because, sorry for all the bouncing, this thing doesn't seem to want to stand still, because I don't want to hang my pots because the ceiling in the kitchen is too high, so I really can't hang it. So I'm trying to figure out something else that's practical. Okay, so I was looking at this really cute shelving unit, and it looks really cute, but I don't think that the space would be conducive to, like, putting the pans and pots the way that I want them. I think that they would seem crammed in here. I don't think that the nicks that I see on here should be here, even though the distressed look is nice. So it is on sale. It was $4.27, and it went way, down about 30%, which is pretty cool. But I don't really think that's going to work, as cute as it is. And then I saw this, minus the flower, this baker's rack, which is a really cute little turquoise. I like that kind of turquoise in the kitchen. But what I'd end up doing is I could stack my pots and pans on here, but that's what I'm doing now, is stacking them, and they're starting to really get ruined, even though I have layers between them. So I don't know if this would work. I get the feeling that the furniture here is more for decorative purposes than for utility use. It's really, some of them weren't put together very well, so the drawers weren't fitting quite right, or there's a big gap, here and there, and that's how they were selling it, and it is very expensive. And so I do like that. I like that kind of like a baker's rack. That seemed to be the little turquoise one. That one seemed like that could work. The only thing is that I'm thinking maybe a better thing would be to make like a hanger, like a shelving unit, something that lays flat on the wall that you could attach hooks to, and then the pots could hang straight onto the wall, and then that would save space. And that would save me having to ever move the shelf if I need to bring something heavy, through that hallway. So the only thing about that is I looked at the hooks and like shelf unit with hooks already on it here at Hobby Lobby, and they were like ridiculously expensive. And again, I'm not quite sure how well they were made, but I'm thinking I could probably get them cheaper the hooks cheaper at like Lowe's or Home Depot if I'm gonna go with something like that. So I'll talk to my husband about it. I may just come over and do the baker's rack. That was about $118 and seemed a little expensive, but is really cute. And I'll go home and measure it again, see if I want to do that with the space. Okay, we've both been out running and doing errands and things like that. Honey got all the Christmas lights down, so big kudos on that, with the boys' help. So now we're really hungry, so I'm gonna put something meaty and cheesy and hearty together for the family. I'm going to figure out the points as I put it into my tracker, so don't worry too much. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to be using some 93% lean ground turkey, an onion, a can of green chilies, 2 cans of the Heart Healthy cheddar cheese soup by Campbell's, a can of corn, some chicken broth. Low sodium would have been better. And I'm probably going to use half of this package of O'Brien hash brown potatoes. They don't have any oil in them, so they are free on our program. But they have bell peppers in there too, so they're going to be nice and a little spicy. Okay, so first I'm going to brown my meat with some onion, and a lot of water comes out of this turkey here, so you don't really need to use oil. Okay, then I'm going to add the potatoes and the green chili. I'm going to mix that up. Well, first I'll add the corn, and I've drained the corn before I added it, and then the cheese soup. And that's condensed, and then I'll add the broth. And it looks kind of gross right now, but once you get it all mixed up, it'll mix together really nice. And actually the potatoes in here will thicken it up, and so tomorrow it'll be quite thick, like a chowder. And the kids actually end up really loving this, and I liked it, and hubby did too. Okay, so we decided on this wall here where I have this bookshelf. This is where I keep all my cookbooks. Not all of them, I've got some in the other room, but and I keep a lot of my pantry items here. This is all gonna get moved, and we're gonna move this whole shelf over, and this wall is where we're going to go to IKEA and get some sort of apparatus so that we can hang the pots and pans on this side, and then we'll have a small shelf below where I can store the jars. The cookbooks will be moved. All right, before we head off to IKEA, we're having breakfast for dinner. It's just easier that way. I had PB Fit here, that's 1 point. These are my applesauce pancakes that I made. So these are 2 points for 3 of them. If you go over to my Cat on Point channel and type in applesauce pancakes, you can find the recipe. And then I've got some eggs and 1 bacon here, and that's my dinner. And guess who gave me all the help in making dinner tonight? As he is checking the points on the jelly. Good for you!
I'm probably not going to use it.
Well, we'll find something else if you didn't want to.
I am out of points.
So I was just going to show you some things that I picked up while I was at Hobby Lobby, while I was looking for some sort of a shelving unit. So I picked up some yarn because I like to make scarves, and I figure if I can make these throughout the year, then I'll be able to give those away before Christmas. And then so that's kind of like an ongoing thing. And then I like taking, well, I'll have to show you sometime, but I like taking the really thick tags that come on new clothes, and I paint over them with gesso, and then I just do artwork on them and make them into fancy bookmarks. So I really like that. But I picked up these Jim Holtz pieces. They're just like different types of Victorian type. They're not stickers, but you could use them to decoupage and stuff onto things. And then he also makes these words and phrases and things like that. These are stickers, but you can use them on different crafts and things like that. And also I've got these little templates. They're brass, and they're just basically like stencils for stipling, or how do you say that? You take some paint and you just kind of like, put it on top, and you can use these stencils for that. And I've got some letters, and I've got some string to make the little tassels that hang off of the bookmarks, or ribbons. I could use ribbons for that. I'll have to show you how I make those. And then I got some of these tassels for some really nice bookmarks. So let's see here. Oh, and then I got a couple of ink pads. I needed a new dark ink pad, and then I got a distressed ink pad that's kind of an espresso color, so that I can use as well. And I think that's it. Except I got this cute little sign to put on my husband's nightstand. I almost forgot the salmon in the bag. When we bought all the shelving stuff at IKEA, they have the nicest salmon pieces there. So I'll put these in the freezer here. What you doing, Misty? Don't you want to eat your dinner? Don't you want to eat your dinner, pretty girl? She's so sweet. She's my baby girl. Yes, she is. She loves those scratches. She loves those scratches. Yes, she does. Hello, honey. Hello, honey. Yeah. I love you. I love you. I just had to show you guys this beautiful sunset. I wish we could see it from the other side of the house, but our house kind of cuts it off right there. But we could see it through these windows here. Isn't that beautiful? That's so pretty. That sky is just so pretty. Maybe I should go in the front yard and take a look at it. Here it is through the front yard. Oh, look how glorious that is. Wow. That is so pretty. I love it. That's so nice. Wow. It's like a painting. All right, guys, it is time to wind down. Everybody's getting tired. Kids have gone to bed. And hubby and I are just going to relax and watch an episode of Columbo. Some of you might remember that show from the 70s and maybe early 80s. I don't remember when it stopped, but anyway, it's pretty entertaining and low-key. So we're just going to kind of wind down tonight, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for hanging out. Bye.